Around the Ozarks is now on your FM radio. Listen to Around the Ozarks mornings with Grace Gooley as I spotlight local people, stories, and podcasts, all while playing the country legends of the 90s and the hit makers of the 2000s. It's on the Ozarks' best country, 105.1 The Bull. It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Advanced Car Care Center, Smouse Brothers Foundation Repair, United Plumbing, and Anchor Point Roofing and Siding. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Hey there, good morning to you. Happy that you're with us on a Monday. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. And you heard right there in the intro that we have a new sponsor with us. We are thrilled to have Anchor Point Roofing and Siding with us as part of the podcast.
It's awesome because I know them. I actually know the owners of that, especially the wife. She's a good friend of mine, and I know her husband too, but especially Kelly. Thank you for sponsoring the podcast, and I hope that everybody hires you. They have the best tagline ever. You ready for it? From roofing to siding, they nailed it every time.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
That's pretty good. Yeah.
I love it. All right. Let's get to some news on this Monday morning. Electrical shock at Lake of the Ozarks left a Columbia man seriously injured. The Highway Patrol says the 22-year-old was welding on a dock in Gravois Mill when he was electrocuted and fell into the water. He was pulled from the lake after being submerged for several seconds, taken to Lake Regional Hospital, and then airlifted to Columbia for treatment.
Sad.
A weekend trip to Table Rock Lake turned tragic when a 25-year-old man from Parkville drowned on Saturday afternoon at Moonshine Beach. That man swam away from the shore and then started struggling and just disappeared underwater. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
Man, it's been a rough summer, it seems like, when it comes to drownings.
Lots of drownings this summer, a lot.
Don't know if there are actually more, but it seems like there are more. Missouri voters head to the polls tomorrow for the state's primary election. We've been talking about it coming for a while, and now it's here. Polls will open at 6 a.m. tomorrow, close at 7 in the p.m. Of course, anyone in line at closing time will still be allowed to vote. Statewide, voters will decide 4 constitutional amendments, while primary races will also appear on a lot of local ballots. The Greene County clerk, Shane Scholler, says that he expects about a 30% turnout. And that's not 30% of the population. That's 30% of registered voters. So that's about what they expect for a primary election in August. And voters here in the Ozarks will be also deciding several local tax, bond, and funding issues on the ballot. Proposals include a sales tax for the Nixa Fire Protection District, bond issues for fire districts in Dallas and Barry counties, and property tax questions for several area school districts to help pay for operations, facilities, and teacher retention. Again, tomorrow is Election Day.
Yeah, and 30%, I mean, it's not great, but it's way better than 20%, which is what we had last August.
I was going to say, that seems a little bit high to me.
Well, there's so many amendments, and they base that number on, which is, yes, 30 is about standard for a primary, but I mean for a August election, but the number is based on absentee, like how much interest have they already had, you know?
Yep.
So,
okay.
Yeah. Springfield-based Convoy of Hope is responding still to the devastating wildfires in Washington state. So they've been doing flooding and tornadoes and now wildfires. Those fires near Spokane have burned more than 7,700 acres, destroyed more than 600 structures, and forced thousands of people to evacuate. Convoy of Hope is sending essential relief supplies to help the families impacted as more than 900 firefighters continue to fight the flames.
Yeah, it's an odd time of year for wildfires in that area, but here we are. They're happening. So Convoy started responding over the weekend.
Yeah, and I feel like Convoy is literally at like every type of natural disaster right now within our country. Doesn't it seem like that?
We've been doing a lot. I was in Wisconsin for the tornado last week.
Yeah, Diana set in for you, by the way. Or are you gone?
Thank you, Diana. The week before, it was West Virginia flooding, and we're still responding to all these, by the way.
Yeah.
The week prior to that was Texas flooding. And prior to that, of course, the Venezuela earthquake. So now I believe this is disaster response number 61 for the year, which puts us on pace to shatter our record for the number of responses in a year. We'll see if it keeps up. Hope not.
All right. Forsyth police are asking for the public's help in identifying the driver who crashed into the fire station number 2 last week and left the scene. Take a look at this picture. Yep. Surveillance video shows this dark blue Pontiac Grand Prix striking the building before driving away. That crash caused significant damage to the living quarters inside the station. Anyone who has information is asked to call the Taney County Sheriff's Office or Forsyth Police.
That's odd.
Yeah.
Somebody did that for some reason, it seems like. Don't know what that could be, but it would be a weird random attack, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
ram something with a car.
Yeah, I guess unless they thought, I don't know, like, yeah, maybe it was targeted because otherwise, yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody assumes, hey, I will go break into the fire station and somehow get money.
But they didn't even break in; they just hit it and left.
I mean, yeah.
So it was some kind of there's a beef there somehow.
Little too much liquid courage.
Well,
perhaps.
That or something else. Yeah, that's true. That could be. That always could be. The future of Springfield Central High School varsity football remains uncertain right now, and we are just a few weeks out from the season. Several schools have removed the Bulldogs from their schedules, and there are reports that indicate Central may not field a varsity team again this fall. The program, as you may remember us telling you last year, canceled its varsity season last year because of low participation. The school, to this point, is not confirming the status of the football team, but my guess is that could happen today or sometime this week because they're going to have to make the call.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is interesting. Evangel University is searching for a new president after Dr. Mike Rakes announced his resignation. The board of trustees has named executive vice president Michael Kolstad as interim while a national search gets underway. The leadership change comes just weeks after Evangel announced plans to eliminate 40 positions as part of a major cost reduction effort.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody saw that coming.
No, that's what I was going to say. It seems like it took a lot of people by surprise. So,
yeah, but I mean, it's interesting because I know that they eliminated the 40 positions, but it wasn't that long ago that we had some story about how much money they had raised, and like,
right.
So I don't know. I don't have the inside scoop, and even if I did, I probably couldn't share it, but I don't actually.
Yeah. Kansas City Chiefs are dealing with a pair of injuries at training camp. It's early, but there are injuries. Wide receiver Xavier Worthy left Saturday's practice with a shoulder injury. That doesn't sound great. And rookie Cyrus Allen suffered a shin bruise during a special teams drill, which I'm guessing he can get over pretty quick. I had a shin bruise last week, and I was back at work in no time. The team expects both players to return. Allen not expected to miss any significant time because, again, it's a shin bruise. Missouri State football, meanwhile, has added another major non-conference opponent to its future schedule. Not this year, but in 2028, the Bears will travel to Norman, Oklahoma to take on the University of Oklahoma on September 9th.
Yikesies.
That'll be a tough game, obviously, but it'll be a big payday. It'll be worth it for Missouri State to get there and play because they're going to bring in about $1.2 million just for the game. So that's what they do. You schedule the big names, you go there and play them early in the season, and you get a payday, and they assume they get a nice W, but
Yeah.
Who knows? You got to play.
I
You got to
can't
play the
remember who it
game.
was last year, but didn't Missouri State beat up on whoever it was? Right? Who was
In
that?
Conference USA, they did well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the future, and it's happening now. Scheduling high-profile football bowl subdivision opponents, and the names are bigger and bigger these days.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The 90th Ozark Empire Fair is underway. It's so fun. You can get $3 days today. Today's $3 day for gate admission and a free performance by country singer Alex Miller at 7:00. If you want to go watch that. There's also a major change this year as alcoholic beverages can now be carried throughout the fairgrounds for the first time.
Interesting.
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't realize that was a rule, but I guess you couldn't walk around with it. You could have them at certain areas.
I didn't. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. You can't leave a restaurant with a alcoholic beverage. So I don't know. But yeah, you're right. At the fair, I guess I would have thought
it's all enclosed at the fair.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now to this. Looking ahead to next weekend, downtown Springfield is hosting the birthplace of Route 66 Festival happening on Friday and Saturday. This year's event celebrates the Route 66 centennial with hundreds of classic cars, live entertainment, and evening cruise-ins replacing the traditional parade. Admission is free with activities running from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. both days. So all day, every day.
That's a big event. That's the second Route 66 event that's been held in Springfield this year.
I mean, I would, we should capitalize on the occasion.
Yep, they are doing so.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, over the weekend, I don't know if you saw my Facebook post, but my daughter and I went to her Nationals triathlon in Cincinnati, and on our way home, you can see for those of you listening, you can go to my Facebook page if you want to see pictures, but we were on Interstate 70 going through Indianapolis when we were it was very heavy rain. The rain let up, so people were getting back to speed. I was in the passing lane, and that semi that you see there swerved over into our lane, hit the truck in front of us in the rear, and spun that truck around so that the truck was now parallel to the lane, the second, not the passing lane, but the lane just to the right. The truck was sitting there on the semi's right, and the semi squeezed us between the semi and the rail. And you can see the damage it did to Sarah's car, unfortunately.
My new car, to me. My new to me car.
After the hailstorm in April, we got 2 new cars, and this is now one of them. Mm-hmm. Her bike has the big bike rack, or her car has the bike rack on it, so that's why I was driving her car. But man, it was a scary deal. But our daughter was shaken up a little bit. She was in the passenger seat, so that semi was literally right here on her right. We were pinned in. We had to climb out the window on my side to get out. But we weren't hurt. We were shaken up a little bit. Ainsley was upset for a little while, but we quickly realized we're okay. And my concern when it first happened was people behind us. You know, when pileups happen, you worry about somebody coming from the rear and hitting. There were cars in the rear that were banged up as part of this, but nobody came and hit us. So we are grateful to the Lord for protecting us and keeping us safe. The car, I don't know what's going to happen with that. It's currently at a tow yard in Indiana. What we did, listen to this, because this was crazy. It happened really close to the airport, maybe less than 10 miles from the Indianapolis airport. So the fire truck ambulance people drove us to the nearest exit to a hotel. I walked into the hotel, and they had a shuttle leaving in literally 2 minutes for the airport. So it was empty. So we were the only ones on it. We put Ainsley's bike in the shuttle. They drove us, 10 minutes to the airport. I walked up to the rental car place. I had a rental car within 10 minutes a minivan so we could fit the bike inside. And we were back on the highway probably within 45 minutes of the wreck, to the point where we were stuck in our own wreck's traffic. We got back on the highway, and then we were slowed down in traffic because of the wreck we were in, but we were already on the road. It was crazy.
Right. That is
So,
nuts.
yeah. I mean, that's never going to happen, but
Yeah.
it happened. Fortunately, we're all right. And really, nobody was badly hurt in that pile up. I think there were 5 or 6 cars involved. But, man, it happened fast, and we're grateful that the Lord protected us.
No doubt, because that was a scary phone call to get from the hubs.
Well, the first thing I said was that we're okay. Nobody's hurt. Nothing's wrong, except for your car is a little dinged up. Nothing that you can't buff out, I don't think.
But
we've been through it this year. Hail damage to my car, destroyed my car.
Yeah.
Hail damage to our roof, and now this wreck.
It's crazy.
Brutal. Our
It's
insurance
fine.
guy is like, "What now?" When I called him.
I know. I mean, you know what though? I hope that they're good to us, because that's why you pay insurance.
Well, this isn't our insurance. This is, I mean, clearly the truck that you can see that squeezed us was clearly in the wrong.
Yeah.
And the state police have said so. There's video. Other truck drivers behind us have video of this whole thing happening.
Right.
We were just minding our own business, and he came over and did that to us.
Man.
But I'm glad there was a rail there, because had it been the guide wire or the wires, what do they call those?
Yeah. Yeah. The wires. Yes.
The wires, I think that it could have been worse for us. It could have pushed us into the other lanes of traffic, which were coming pretty quick.
Yeah.
And had there not been anything, and it just been a big median with a ditch, you don't know what's going to happen, because you're hitting it at 70 miles an hour. So that's when cars flip and spin around. But we were fortunate.
Yeah. I was in Atlanta speaking at a conference whenever Ethan called, and I knew something was wrong, by the way, because of the timing, because Ethan knew that I was like on. I was like in the zone, getting ready to speak again. And he called, and I was like, this is either like we won the lottery or something bad happened, and we don't play the lottery. So I knew.
Well, I almost didn't call you then because I knew that you were at a thing, but I didn't want to not call you, delay it.
No, I'm glad you called me. I am a professional compartmentalizer, because I have worked in television news for 25 years now, or however long we've been at it here.
What's funny is that I've been in several wrecks before, and you get a little bit, your heart's beating, but I was unfazed by that. I'm not sure why. I think maybe because Ainsley was in the car next to me, but I knew that we were okay. And I looked in the mirror and I saw that nobody was coming behind us. So I was like, hey, it's all right. We're all right. Because we didn't get hit hard. We just got pushed.
Yeah. I like your Ethan's even keeledness. I'm thankful that my kids have him. Because there's me. What are you doing? What were you thinking?
Oh, it's funny.
I would have fought the guy.
Well, yeah, I don't know that he would have understood what I was saying. It's
a whole different story.
That is a whole different story. But it's funny because you called me one time on this trip, and you were like yelling at somebody saying hi or something, and I thought, dear God, what happened now? I thought you were in hysterical mode.
Yeah.
And that something was wrong, because the hysterical mode happens from time to time. She's been in a few wrecks, and of course the Copperhead incident.
I was about to say, it's just
moment.
the Copperhead. I mean,
no,
other than the Copperhead, it's been years. Okay, years.
But anyway, my heart, like, I got more upset when you called me than going through that crash.
Huh?
Because of your tone, what I heard to be your tone, first words out of your mouth when I answer the phone. Oh man, I hate that. Okay. I do, because I'm powerless in the moment because I'm so far away.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's wrong.
Right.
All right.
All right. Happy Monday, folks. There you go. Thanks again to our newest sponsor, Anchor Point Roofing and Siding. We are so thankful for all of you. United Plumbing, Smouse Brothers, Foundation Repair, Advanced Car Care, Auto Thompson Auto Sales, who, by the way, my daughter's trying to sell them again on an advertisement for Glendale High School. Yeah. If anybody wants to advertise for Glendale, she's looking. Caroline, our daughter. And then the Springfield Greene County Park Board, who we frequent all the time. So we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Command Family Medicine, Whole Hog Cafe, Taylor Gruba Chevrolet, and Godfather's Pizza. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. You are listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. Thank you for starting out your new week with me here. It's a nice, pleasant morning in terms of temperature, but we have some hazards out there this morning in the form of ground fog. Now, if you've lived in the Ozarks for any amount of time, you know that foggy mornings in August are not all that uncommon. We still have humidity in the air. Temperatures start to cool off a little bit this month for the overnight lows. And when you get these cooler numbers, it's easy to see some fog develop. We had some rain, of course, over the weekend with some thunderstorm activity. And the result is that we're seeing a bit of ground fog out there early this morning. So be mindful of that. Most of those issues are going to occur in the eastern Ozarks this morning, primarily east of Highway 65. Visibility, though, could be reduced. So big heads up to you. We've got overnight temperatures ranging from the upper 50s to the low and mid 60s. Patchy fog has developed, and the Monday morning commute could be a little bit low visibility in a few spots. So be cautious of that. Maybe plan a few extra minutes if you're listening to the podcast as you're getting ready, or if you've already jumped in the car and you're just not running into it yet. Just know that you could run into some patchy areas of fog, especially in low-lying spots in the Ozarks, or if you live in an area that's prone to seeing some ground fog. Expect visibilities to fluctuate this morning, but at times they could drop down below 1 mile. So do maybe plan a couple of extra minutes for that morning drive. We've got a gradual warming trend on deck for you this week. Temperatures really great. Saturday and Sunday, we had numbers that were below normal. In fact, temperatures were in the 70s in a few areas, both Saturday and Sunday. It was a great weekend to spend some time outdoors. I hope you had a chance to enjoy. As we look at the overall weather map across the country, things are busy on the East Coast to kick us off this morning. And then a very slow frontal boundary is actually sitting well back up to our northwest. It's not going to impact us today. We stay rain-free in the Ozarks. We will also be rain-free tomorrow. However, it appears rain chances are going to return by midweek, and then we see the rain chance open up a little bit as we head into the second half of the work week forecast. Then, as we look ahead into the long-range forecast, the long-range numbers for next weekend, we could see some extreme heat to build back into the Ozarks. So enjoy today and tomorrow. Temperatures look rather mild with highs ranging anywhere from the mid-80s to the low 90s today, depending on where you're at. I do think that this fog that's out this morning will burn off quickly. It should be out of here by mid-morning, and we'll see us slowly return to the summer heat wave. Numbers are back into the 90s by tomorrow. We've got mostly sunny skies again on Tuesday. Rain chances begin to sneak in here by the middle of the week. Wednesday evening, I think we have the best chance for showers and thunderstorms on Thursday, and then numbers look warm and pleasant as we head into Friday. Plenty of summer still left to soak up here on this 7-day forecast before school time begins again. We will slowly be returning to normal summer heat this week. Around the country, we have this slight risk of excessive rainfall, basically from the northern mid-Atlantic into New England. That's going to be a headline in some of the national news stories that you see today. We also have this very slow-moving cold front that I mentioned back up to our northwest. That's going to bring a chance for severe storms for the upper Midwest today. We are left out of that chance today, thank goodness. And then as we look at the south, they are still dealing with some extreme heat back in the southwest and portions of the Intermountain West. They are now getting their little summertime heat wave as well. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister Trivia question for the day. What are these strong, dry offshore winds that frequently blow from the inland deserts toward the Southern California coast, often raising wildfire risk? Do you think these are A, the Chinook winds, B, the Santa Ana winds, C, the monsoon winds, or D, the trade winds? Have you ever seen that movie, The Holiday? Like circa 2005 or something like that. Well, if you have and you remember, it's a big topic in the movie. It is B, the Santa Ana winds. They are strong, they are dry, and they are typically very warm winds that blow from the deserts toward Southern California. Congrats if B was your guess. Here's the trivia question that I'll leave you with for tomorrow. What is the name of the persistent morning cloudiness and cool temperatures that often affect the Southern California coast in late spring and early summer? What do you think that's called? Do you think it's A, the Santa Ana haze, B, June gloom, C, desert mirage, or D, Sierra fog? You can take your guess and have a chance to win $50 to Godfather's Pizza. It is free to enter. You can do so at the website. It's aroundtheozarks.com. Big shout out to our other sponsors as well, Command Family Medicine, Whole Hog Cafe, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Thank you so much for listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather this morning. Be careful if you have the ground fog this morning. Otherwise, enjoy a great day in the Ozarks. Mostly sunny skies and a high temp in Springfield near 90. I'll be back to chat with you right here first thing tomorrow morning.